At the beginning of the story, we are shown a nursing home that is typically filled with elderly people. However, this nursing home is different because its residents are wealthy seniors. A man comes to visit his mother, but the nursing home staff forbids it. He takes the issue to court, complaining that the nursing home prevents him from seeing his mother, and that her assets were sold by the nursing home without his consent. The main character of the film is Marla Grayson, a court-appointed guardian assigned to take care of the man's mother. Marla claims that the man is prohibited from visiting because he is abusive towards his mother and admits to selling her assets for care. However, the man does not accept Marla's statement in court and threatens to harm Marla, who is unafraid, and challenges him back. After winning in court, Marla returns to her office and learns that one of the patients in the nursing home has died, reducing income. Marla and her lover Fran, who is also her colleague, look for another elderly person to replace the deceased patient. They visit Dr. Karen Amos, who handles these patients, to recommend a new patient who can be cared for and whose wealth can be drained by Marla. Dr. Karen gives them a file on Jennifer Peterson, an elderly woman who lives alone and is wealthy. Fran begins to monitor Jennifer and is convinced she is the perfect target. Dr. Karen holds a hearing and asks the judge to recommend Jennifer be cared for in Marla's nursing home because she is becoming senile and ill. The judge agrees and grants Marla guardianship over Jennifer. Marla then picks up Jennifer from her home. Jennifer is confused because she feels her health is stable and she does not need to be in a nursing home. Marla shows her a government letter stating that Jennifer is now under her supervision. Reluctantly, Jennifer follows Marla. In the home, Jennifer feels like she is in prison and even her cell phone is confiscated by Marla. After successfully moving Jennifer to the nursing home, Marla and her team immediately renovate Jennifer's house. Accidentally, Marla finds a safe deposit box key hidden by Jennifer. Marla has the right to open Jennifer's safe deposit box because she is now Jennifer's guardian. Unexpectedly, Marla discovers diamonds inside the safe deposit box. Meanwhile, at Jennifer's house, a man named Alexi arrives intending to pick up Jennifer. Fran, who happens to be there, tells Alexi that Jennifer no longer lives there. Fran asks who sent Alexi, but Alexi doesn't answer and leaves immediately. Next, we switch to a man named Roman, who is buying a cake wrapped as a gift. He goes to the parking lot and meets Alexi, who has just come from Jennifer's house. Alexi informs Roman that Jennifer is no longer at home and that Jennifer's house is being renovated to be sold. Roman, who turns out to be Jennifer's son, is angry because he cannot meet his mother. Roman orders Alexi to investigate where Jennifer went and how to bring her back. The next day, Alexi comes to Roman's office. He has investigated Jennifer's whereabouts and knows that Jennifer is now in a nursing home and all of Jennifer's assets are being sold. Roman orders Alexi to call a lawyer named Dean to come to the nursing home and bring Jennifer back. Lawyer Dean comes to Marla's office and openly asks Marla to release Jennifer. Dean knows that Marla adopts the elderly only to seize their assets. Dean even offers Marla $300,000 to release Jennifer, but the cunning Marla immediately thinks that if Jennifer is offered $300,000, her real value must be higher. Marla rejects Dean's offer, and before leaving, Dean threatens Marla and warns that Marla's nightmare will soon come. Curious, Marla finally meets Jennifer and directly asks who she really is. But Jennifer chooses to remain silent and just laughs at Marla. Marla is frustrated because she feels played, then orders the nursing home staff to torture Jennifer by giving her sedatives and little food. It turns out, Dean has filed an appeal in court over the guardianship of Jennifer. But because Marla is clever and good at evading, she claims that Dean is a lawyer who wasn't hired by anyone and never revealed who hired him to take care of Jennifer. So, Dean's credibility is questioned in court, and because of that, Marla wins the trial that day. After the trial is over, Fran comes to meet Marla. Fran has found some facts about Jennifer, namely that Jennifer is actually dead. The data from Jennifer actually belongs to a baby who has long been dead, meaning the old woman in the nursing home stole the identity of a deceased baby, and she has remained undetected by the government for many years. Roman, aware that lawyer Dean has failed, orders Alexi to forcibly retrieve Jennifer from the nursing home. Alexi pretends to have an appointment for a tour of the nursing home. When Alexi sees an opportunity, he immediately assaults the staff member. However, his actions are witnessed by a patient, Alexei and his friends find Jennifer's room, but the nursing home staff arrive and start shooting at them. Alexei manages to get Jennifer out, and they flee, but Marla arrives just in time and subdues Alexei. After Alexei is captured, the police discover that he is actually a fugitive who had faked his own death. From this point, Marla becomes convinced that the person targeting her is no ordinary individual. Roman becomes frustrated, as all his plans are thwarted by Marla. Eventually, Roman kills Dr. Karen, who had issued a false recommendation letter about Jennifer. Marla, learning that Dr. Karen has been murdered, rushes home to inform Fran. Marla, terrified, persuades Fran to move out of their house, fearing she is a target for murder. Jennifer threatens Marla, stating that if Jennifer is not released from the nursing home soon, Marla's death is certain. Marla tries to counter-threaten Jennifer, promising to drain all of Jennifer's wealth and ensure she dies in the nursing home. Jennifer stands up and strangles Marla. Jennifer's action against Marla is caught on CCTV. Marla requests the court to transfer Jennifer to a psychiatric hospital. After successfully sending Jennifer to the psychiatric hospital, Marla goes to appraise the value of the diamonds she found. Upon learning their value, Marla heads back to her car, but unbeknownst to her, a sedative needle has been stuck into her thigh, causing her to faint. Fran at home is also in danger. Suddenly, a group of people arrive at her house and start to attack her. Marla is taken to meet Roman directly. Roman orders Marla to release Jennifer immediately, or he will kill Marla right then and there. Marla, cunning as ever, attempts to negotiate with Roman, asking for $10 million. However, Roman rejects the offer and orders his men to kill Marla, making the murder look like an accident. Roman's men prepare to make it appear as though Marla was heavily intoxicated and drowned in a lake. But before falling, Marla wakes up and kicks the car window, escaping from Roman's deadly trap. Marla then goes to a nearby store, writes down the license plate of the car she saw when she was kidnapped, buys new clothes, and orders a taxi to go home. Marla arrives home and smells a strong odor of gas. She realizes that her house has been attacked by Roman's henchmen. She finds Fran, badly beaten and dying from the assault by Roman's men who came to her house. Marla takes Fran outside, and shortly after, an explosion occurs in her house. A few days later, Fran had started to recover. They realized they would not live peacefully. They had to choose between creating new identities and isolating themselves with their stolen diamonds, or trying to fight back against Roman. According to Marla, living in the shadow of fear is foolish, and they decide to seek out and fight back against Roman. They eventually track down Roman's car's license plate and find its location. Marla tries to enter the house where the car is located, but realizes that the car's owner is just Roman's driver. They follow the driver and arrive at a luxurious building. The next day, Marla disguises herself and starts looking for Roman in the building. She goes straight to the parking lot and encounters Roman's driver. She incapacitates Roman's driver before Roman arrives, and when Roman comes, Marla immediately electrocutes Roman and his bodyguard until they pass out. Marla and Fran then take Roman to an empty road in the middle of the forest and strip him. They also inject him with a high dose of sedative, causing Roman to experience temporary paralysis. The next morning, Roman is found by someone and taken to the hospital. Like Alexei, who had previously faked his death, Roman is not on the country's records, and Marla is appointed to take care of Roman, meaning Roman is now under Marla's control. Marla persuades Roman to give her $10 million, or Roman and his mother will suffer forever in the nursing home. But Roman, being more cunning, instead of giving Marla $10 million, it's better for him and Marla to become business partners. Roman offers Marla to open an international-scale nursing home so that Marla and Roman can both profit. Marla eventually releases Roman and Jennifer. Now, Marla owns an international-scale nursing home and is often covered in the media. However, of course, Marla's success in this deception has its consequences. But the man who wanted to pick up his mother at the beginning of the story reappears. That man comes and shoots Marla to death. Marla eventually dies before she can enjoy her success, and the film ends. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe. Because by subscribing, you have supported me to make better videos. See you in the next video.